Hi Virgo! Welcome, and welcome to those who tune in for the replay if you're jumping into this part of the video. Welcome guys, I missed you. I missed doing my videos. I'm pretty much saying that in every video because this is driving me crazy. And that's so weird, I'm not used to being in front of the camera. But let's dive in. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Just so you know, guys, it is helpful if you have watched the Capricorn like video that I made on what's going on with the planetary movements, because it is going to be affecting all of you. So it's kind of important if you check that video out first, but we shall dive in. You'll still get something out of this. So thank you guys for tuning in. Where are you tuning in from? How are you guys? How's your Christmas? How are your holidays? How's everything going? Yeah? Okay. Let's see what comes out for you guys. Now, as I talked about too, we just had an eclipse on the 26th, and we will have another one on the 10th. Hi from Canada. And so right now is really significant time. We've got all this Capricorn energy coming in, plus we're between two eclipses. So this is why eclipses always bring back things from the past, like old lessons. And it's kind of like, the way I look at it is, it's like a, have you learned your lesson? You know, perseverance, especially with that Capricorn energy. So hi Texas, welcome guys. So let's see what's coming in for you guys through this week. Okay, this is the other person's energy that's coming in, Virgo. There's someone that feels really conflicted, like they can't read you. They don't know what's going on. Like you're holding back your emotions, which is interesting because I feel like this other person that you're dealing with, they're the more emotional one. They might not be showing it, but they're very emotional about you, okay? They're coming in Four of Cups, like, they're really conflicted. So, wow. Wow. Virgo. Okay, so whoever this person was, this could be a family member, a love relationship, however this applies, but you've also got the Five of Swords next. So this person, you guys were constantly just triggering each other. Like sometimes, and the five is all about the conflict and the change, right? So whoever this person is, they're really sad that, like, the thing that they're playing over in their mind is they're like, why can't I be different? Or why can't we just have a smoother relationship? It's like once you guys come into contact with one another, it's just like you can't even help yourselves. It's the conflict is there. I mean, this can be for some of you, like, say for example, if this is a love relationship, like maybe it's just you can't help it. There's jealousy that comes up, or there's just emotions because you both are kind of being overcome by your own chemical programming. Okay, you know how I talk about that, but it's like that's where the emotions can take over. So that's what this person is dealing with. I actually feel like on their side, they're just not doing very well. They're the ones that are feeling more defeated, whoever this is in your life. So it could be someone that you're not talking to. Like this can be even a friend that you haven't talked to for a while, or an old love relationship, or a family member, but that's who's coming in right now. And that's why it's coming in with this eclipse, okay? Because there's something about this person, maybe this person is almost needing the closure or some type of resolution, okay? They're obsessing about it, okay? Because devil cards. So they're almost addicted to you and thinking about like whatever happened. So yeah, even what you're saying, Trinity, like if they've got some type of guilt over maybe the way they treated you, like they are really conflicted about your guys' relationship, what happened, like all of that. They're just really conflicted by everything and obsessing about it. okay? And that's what I think the planets are bringing up, especially for them right now, is bringing up this stuff to their consciousness, because there's a balancing happening, right? This person, it like, they feel very like you're not giving them any attention at all anymore, and so because of that, it's helping them to feel like they're really they're not victorious, you know. They're feeling like other areas of their life are even being affected just because you're not giving them attention. Like they're feeling it, you know. But it really is their own energy. This isn't about you. This is about the fact that you took away whatever energy supply, especially if you guys were arguing. You pulled back on that because you were like, no, like you were done with the conflict. And so you pulling away made them, for a while they were all prideful and stubborn, you know, whoever this person is. And what's interesting is, oh, this is fascinating. Whoever this person is, for some of you, if this is a romantic interest, they are actually wanting a commitment with you. You know, they are wanting that underneath the surface, but because of the inauthenticity and because of all of the maybe shadow work that's needing to be done within this person, that's why it was also coming in upside down, because it's like they want that with you, but they have so many fears. And oh, this is fascinating. What I'm hearing is a lot of the fears that pull at them, they watched their own parents in an unhealthy dynamic, and they're afraid of repeating that. So this person, I feel like, yeah, has a really hard time expressing their emotions. And honestly, they feel really awkward when they do. They don't know how to do it. Like even saying something like I love you or things like that, they don't like it. And that could have been a part of the conflict between the two of you. It can be two things. If this is a romantic interest, the person like wasn't expressing their emotions to you, which could have been a part of the reason why it disconnected. But they're wanting, I feel like, especially right now, the reason why they're feeling conflicted is because they want stability with you. They want good times. They want to express emotions, but they haven't done the work on themselves. That's the problem. It's really unfortunate, but that's at least what's coming out. I'm wondering if this person is going to reach out to you, because I'm like, this is usually what comes up during the eclipses. It's like unfinished stuff, and especially if someone else in your life, maybe Virgo, you're moving on and you're like, I'm done, I'm fine, I'm moving forward, I'm just going to keep looking forward to the future. This person might come back around because they see you moving forward. Okay, so let's see what comes out on the other side here. What did I say? Okay, so there's the communication, Page of Swords. They are going to reach out, and it's funny, I said this in someone else's video. They are going to reach out, and you might be ready to be on the defense, because the thing I love about this card, okay, see how the page is like preparing for battle? So you might be a bit on the defense, but it's funny because you're like preparing to slay a beast, but it might catch you off guard because it's a bunch of butterflies, you know? So like you're preparing for this person to come in, and I think you'll be really surprised that they'll come in with a different approach. Now, if this is an actual like narcissist, this is always my disclaimer, is be aware that they do come in with different approaches, okay? Like, you need to really use your discernment about the people that you are allowing like the no contact to fall away, you know, because this might even be someone that you need to continue no contact. You need, and I'm not surprised because this person might have a lot of like addictive qualities. And Virgo, whoever this person is, you could be an addiction to them. They could be addicted to whatever you guys had. Like, they could be addicted to the drama that you guys once had. Like, they're actually feeling a chemical lack from it. Hello from Greece. Bonjour. Yeah, I can't say the other ones. I can say howdy. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, this person is definitely going to make some type of a they're gonna make an offer. Well, I mean, they're gonna communicate anyway, but they're gonna start offering something to you. Okay. Nice. So let me see what they're offering. What is this person gonna be offering? Oh, they they want to be back in your life. Two of Cups. So they're gonna make some. Here's the Six of Pentacles. They're gonna reach out, and it might be slow the way they do this. You know, the communication will come in fast, but whatever this offer is, it's gonna be a little bit more. They're gonna take their time. They've been thinking about it. Like they're trying to think of, okay, how can I get the Virgo back into my life? You know, how can I get Virgo to consider reconnecting with me? So I feel like they know that they're going to have to take a very different approach, but they're trying to figure it out. So they could be just making some type of offer of their feelings. Like they might finally say, I love you. Or they might finally say, like, offer a commitment, or let's be together. Like the thing that you've maybe always been wanting. And I mean, to be honest, I think too that Virgo, you're still really skeptical. Okay. Like you're like, I don't know, because it's like it happens so many times. And to be honest, I think that is the better approach to take, is to be very realistic. The Page of Swords, that's a student card, so there's still something that you're learning from this, but it's also still learning about your boundaries. Okay, learning how to still be very like critically and logically minded. And you'll be surprised, because some of you guys might think like, Joss, like I'm past this, you know. But when this person comes back in, this is why I talk so much about Stockholm syndrome. If they find a way in to be able to communicate with you, like if they find a way, you block them, but maybe they email you or something, they find some way to get the communication through the cracks, the second that you see the message or anything, you're going to chemically release brain chemicals in your brain. I know that didn't make sense how I said that, but automatically that's what happens. And then you start going back to the past, and you release all these chemicals, and then you start playing over the past in your mind, and that releases all those chemicals. And then all of a sudden, that's the Stockholm syndrome. Like all of a sudden you're sucked right back in and repeating a pattern. Okay, so this is very serious. Like, don't play around with this. You know, don't think like, oh, I'm evolved, I'm better than this. Some of you might be. Like, if you've done a lot of internal work, this might not faze you at all. But that's why I'm putting out these disclaimers. You need to be very discerning about where you're at with your path. And because that's the entanglement. There's codependency on both sides. This was a very addictive relationship as a whole, okay? And you were probably in some type of a pattern of chasing after this person. It might have been a runner-chaser dynamic. And, well, look, there's the Four of Cups again. Yeah, this person, when they come in and offer it, so on this side is the Four of Cups. You also have the Four of Cups on your side. So that's exactly what this person is doing, is they're pulling you into the conflict that they're already in. Okay. That's hilarious. Okay. So Virgo, what's gonna happen is you'll probably start to feel really kind of like confused, maybe even a bit emotional. You might like, this is literally what happens to you, and it's not going to be for all of you, but at least one of you. I'm seeing like when the communication comes in, when this person offers some type of like whatever to you, and you see like the notification, or you see the communication come through, you might be surrounded by other people, and it just completely sucks you into this like mind, like it pulls you into your mind, and you're just like thinking about everything. And you could be out having a good time with friends, but it just pulls you into this darkness in a way. Like you're just sucked into this other world, okay? What you need to do, and it's interesting, so on the other side of things, you've got the Four of Pentacles. What you need to do is like maybe start pulling back your energy, okay? Start just, and that even might be your automatic response. You might start to become a little bit more like protective, self-preserving, because you don't want to become overburdened by this again. The Nine of Wands, Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands, like you know that in the past this is something that's burned you out. And I think that's part of the thing that you're also thinking about, is you're thinking about how selfish this person was before, whoever this is, and you're thinking about how much it really just like burnt you out. So it's really fascinating because you're playing between two different realities. When this person reaches out to you, just wait, because you're going to be kind of, like I said, battling between two different realities. You're going to be remembering all the pain that you went through, all the burden of what you had to go through in this connection and the relationship. And at the same time, you'll feel like the questioning and the wondering. But I really do feel like the burden of the past is making you withdraw, you know, like it's making you like, I don't know, like really skeptical of whether you should even allow communication at all, because it just brings up way too much. It brings up way too much for you. So you guys just watch, like you'll see, and be open to who this person is, because some of you might have like an automatic idea like who you think this will be, and it could be someone different. So stay open to however this plays out, okay? The other thing that, so the last card that's coming in, you've got the Temperance card. This is actually really good because I feel like the thing that you're going to choose the most is your balance. Because here you were before, this was a codependent, like addictive relationship, and now you've learned. Like you've learned now, and now you know the signs, you know what it looks like, you know what the past looks like, you know that when people start to become good, you know, especially when you come out of these codependent relationships, both people, when they separate, they start to get better, right? They start to heal. And especially if you've been doing the self-love and the self-work, you'll start to see yourself like elevate. And then that's usually when you forget all the bad times, you forget the shadow. And that's especially this person. This person might actually have like addictions, like drinking, smoking, things like that. I'm not saying negatively, but that's free radicals, my friends. Like that affects your consciousness, and that is the shadow, like straight up. It's free radicals, it's missing light. So this is what's really good, is I feel like this is so prevalent in your mind, how whatever transpired, what took place between the two of you, it's way too much in your reality. And that's where I'm seeing, like, once you come into this place and you start realizing that your environment, like the universe has actually put you in a peaceful and a very calm place, you'll start to see that you're not going to allow any more chaos to come into your life. Because for some of you, this might have even worn down like your health, your emotions, like it probably almost broke you. And so that's why you're being very discerning and holding back on anything that tries to come in and bring any conflict into your life at all. So keep that in mind. See what happens, you know, with the communication. Not saying that you should or shouldn't let them in, but especially this Capricorn, you know, this eclipse energy and everything that's going on, it's bringing up a lot of really interesting lessons. And right now, that's what I was talking about in that video. Right now is the opportunity for you to actually reach the peak of whatever you're wanting to accomplish. So if it's better relationships, a better career, more finances, all those things, all the work and effort that you've been putting in, there's going to be this purging through this eclipse season that's going to help just get rid of some old patterns once. It's a finality, and then probably around January 10th, 11th-ish, you'll start to see a really big shift in this, whatever area this applies to your life. So the relationship will come back in to kind of reflect that. So stay open to the lessons and be very aware and conscious as you kind of maneuver and navigate through this. Okay, my loves? So I'm going to leave that there, Virgo. I thank you so much for tuning in. My video should be back to normal this week. I'm kind of putting that out there, but yeah, thank you for jumping in here and being patient with me. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you in your next reading.